By way of win results, we go to the scorecards. Dave Moretti scores at 114 to 113. Glenn Drobich scores at 118 to 109. Glenn Philbin has it 118 to 109. All three scores to the winner by unanimous decision. And new WBO welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, the legendary Manny Pacquiao.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Today is going to be your Manny Pacquiao versus Jessie Vargas post-fight review and breakdown. We're going to give you our thoughts on how the fight took place, as well as the undercard. We're going to talk a little bit of Jessie Magdaleno defeating Nonito Donaire. We're obviously going to talk about all these people coming out the woodworks. All right, from Triple G saying he'd be willing to fight Pacquiao at 154 to Kelbrook ready to unify at 147 with Pacquiao. Remember, he didn't want to stay there for Earl Spence, but he's willing to stay there for Manny Pacquiao and even Amir Khan. And let me tell you, Manny Pacquiao already said that he's willing to fight Amir Khan. But guess who was at the actual Manny Pacquiao-Jessie Vargas fight? That's right. Floyd Money Mayweather was there. Does that mean that we could get a possible Floyd Money Mayweather Manny Pacquiao rematch? Cinco de Mayo, taking out Canelo Shine? I don't know. You tell us. But if this is something you want to listen to, something you seem like it might be interesting to you, remember that the number is 1-425-569-5241. We will be taking your calls. You can call us internationally by adding Nesta Gibbs on Skype.
I feel happy because I'm trying every round. I'm trying to knock him down. I'm trying. That's why I'm always aggressive but not careless.
When you put him down in the second round, did you feel that you had him? Were you ready to close in?
But I'm very careful to go inside because I know he's going to counter me.
Your manager talked about how you didn't let your hands go enough, regardless of how great you look, particularly over the last 6 rounds, that you could have done more. Do you feel that way?
Yes, I feel I can do more. But my aim every round is to knock him out.
Came out of retirement. You want another championship. What's next for you? Do you have anybody in particular on your list?
Well, after this, I'm going back to the Philippines, go work in the Senate, and about the next fight, I'll talk to Bob. I'll talk to Bob.
There's a champion in the house at 140 pounds in Terrence Crawford. There's another champion who's retired in Floyd Money Mayweather. Who is on your mind? Who do you want to fight next?
Let's take it out to New Jersey. Before we find out who Pacquiao wanted to fight next, let's get into introducing our host. All the way from New Jersey, it's one and only Enrique Church.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I said fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jab. You are my fundamental. As you say, like Boxing Voice. Listen, if he comes to fight, then I'm going to look for him.
I said fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yes. Mabuti para sa iyo, Manny Pacquiao nanoloka. That means good for you, Manny Pacquiao. You won a great competitive fight in Filipino language. Yeah, it was a competitive fight. I gave Vargas 4 rounds, 10 points on the scorecard. So yeah, 4 rounds for Vargas, 4 great rounds. And the introduction of Jessie Magdaleno was awesome. So yeah, let's talk about it. You know the phone number 425-569-5241. Thumbs up, and remember that we got a party November 18th.
That's right. Let's go to the man that keeps it all together, the glue, the backbone of this, the producer, Steven Calderon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good afternoon. I'm very excited, especially after last night's show, man. We had so many callers call in, so I know there's a lot of people are going to call in today because I have a list of 19 people who need to call in to eat multiple servings of crow. So if you're on my list, you better watch out because I got you.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Sunday, and Sunday is Crow Day. So for all those that got it wrong, you must eat crow. That first big helping of crow is going to go for me for Nonito Donaire. I picked him over Jessie Magdaleno, and we're not going to get into that fight. We're going to keep in the order, but I do want to eat it now so that people don't say, hey, Ness, you didn't eat your crow. You know what I mean? So, listen, Manny Pacquiao, the headlines, right? All the news outlets, Enrique, Steven, they're saying that Manny Pacquiao
Hey, did you play the, I'm sorry, but did you play the bite for yourself yet? The crow? Did you play it yet? You said you wanted to get out of the way. I thought you wanted to.
Oh, that first one, didn't you hear this?
I thought the first one was an example. My bad.
You picked Jessie Vargas, Ness?
No,
no, he picked Donaire.
I picked Donaire.
Oh, you picked Donaire.
Yes, but speaking of Jessie Vargas, the headlines, the outlets, the experts are saying he was dominated. I don't know if I want to go that far. I feel like he was a bit competitive. Now that the fight is over, all the morning quarterbacks, Monday morning quarterbacks are saying that, you know, everybody lands right hands on Pacquiao. That may be true. I don't know. I've seen Vargas land a lot. In my opinion, Manny Pacquiao is back. He's never left. The win over Timothy Bradley is bigger than this win. Now he just goes down as the guy that beat the guy that beat the guy, right? So, or beat the guy that lost to the guy. So I was impressed with Manny, man. His reflexes are definitely still there. His speed was still there. His power, second round, 2 minutes and 45 seconds into that round, he drops a left hand and down goes Vargas. You know, his killer instinct, that was there. I believe it was the same second round. If you go back to about 1:30 of the second round, Vargas hits Manny Pacquiao with a low blow, and you see Manny Pacquiao's nose flare up, you know, and he indicates to Vargas to keep the shots up, and later in that round is when the knockdown happens, and you can tell that he's expresses on his face at least disappointment, and definitely commences to take it out in the ring. Now, again, Vargas did a lot better than what I expected. Casual, you picked Jessie. Did he impress you and do better than what you expected? Or obviously because you expected him to win, he didn't do enough, huh?
Yes, I mean, I was expecting him to land a bomb, and he didn't get to land a bomb, or if he did, then, you know, the solid head of Manny Pacquiao prevented that explosion, right? But he did look impressive, and you know, as we said last night, Manny Pacquiao is a top tier fighter. You know, there's Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, then Canelo Alvarez, right? And then these other guys underneath there who have to prove themselves. And the guy Jessie Vargas did prove himself to be durable, slick. You know, he knows how to use his jab. The first round, he was just measuring. There was a lot of thinking going on, and yeah, I think he's ready for. I mean, he's not a zero guy with a zero, but he's ready for whoever he would look great and possibly give hard times to. Because Manny Pacquiao was doing a lot of thinking. You said killer instinct. Manny Pacquiao scored the knockdown, not a knockout. He didn't know how to finish. He was playing numbers, man, but he did great doing it, in my opinion. And I expected a knockout from Vargas, but I'm not disappointed.
Well, are you sure you're not disappointed? I mean, you lose 2 titles.
Who? Anybody signed paperwork?
Well, I mean, well, all right, I'm not even gonna have that conversation on it. So, Floyd Manny Mayweather was in the building, and it was shocking to me when I think tweeted out, or maybe I said it on yesterday's show, like that Floyd never been there. Someone said that he's been there before when they were both signed the top rank. Well, there you go. That makes sense. But he showed up. And what's interesting about him showing up, it's not that just he was there. It was that he was invited by Manny Pacquiao, and he actually came. So the possibility of big business is there. Is it a big fight for us? No. I think me and Steven discussed it on yesterday's Immediate Reaction. So you can check that out on iTunes, TuneIn, or Stitcher, anywhere you catch your podcast, on Android's Google Play Store as well. Or you can catch it here on YouTube. And if you're watching here on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to get every episode to 1,000, and we could only do that with your assistance. That being said, yeah. So
big fight. Let's take it back to that. Like you and Calderon said, it's not a big fight. Why not?
Well, not for hardcores. Like, go ahead, Calderon, take it away because you put it eloquently yesterday.
One of our amazing brand new callers last night who called in really late after our show. Remember, everybody, that we do have an immediate reaction show. If you weren't able to catch it last time, we'll be able to do it for the next big fight. But one of our brand new callers who caught wind of us, they asked us if wouldn't their rematch be a really popular, profitable type of fight. And I had mentioned that no, not quite as much. If it was on the same time as Sergey Kovalev, Andre Ward. But the answer to that would be no, because that fight is more important to hardcores, whereas the pay-per-view numbers for Pacquiao versus Mayweather 2, that would be all the casual pay-per-view numbers, but all the hardcore pay-per-views would be buying towards the fight that would actually mean more towards our future, as opposed to Mayweather Pacquiao, who are on their way out. I believe it was compared to Ward Kovalev, wasn't it, Ness? I don't remember. It was really late.
I don't remember, but I know that your comparison was spot on because, you know, if they say Mayweather Pacquiao again, I mean, Mayweather whitewashed Pacquiao so widely that they would have to do an amazing job in the 24/7 selling me that, you know, like they would have to have footage of fucking Pacquiao going under the knife and the surgery and rehab. Because, like, what are you going to tell me that all of a sudden is going to make me think Pacquiao has a chance when he just went 12 rounds with Jessie Vargas?
That's a great question. That he's back, like everyone said yesterday.
Look,
he dominated Jessie Vargas.
No. He is back
for
anyone other than Mayweather. But I wonder what would happen if Kell Brook landed those right hands. Kell Brook's a big, wide guy. You know what I'm saying? Jessie Vargas wasn't afraid. Jessie Vargas didn't run like Timothy Bradley. See, Timothy Bradley didn't technically run, but he did try to use his legs. He did move a line. That's why he broke ankles. Vargas stood his ground. He definitely has some cojones on his ass. He stood right there, and he said, fuck it. If he comes in, I'm going to throw this jab, and I'm going to follow with the right, or I'm going to lead with the right, and I'm going to throw the left hook. He was trying everything. I give him credit. Listen, around here, normally we don't like to, but there are some guys who get credit in losing, and Vargas got credit in losing. And at the end of the day, at this point now, he did a good account of himself, you know, because he could have went in there. I mean, look, simple. Who would you rather be, Jessie Vargas or Chris Algieri in either Pacquiao fight?
Of course, Jessie Vargas.
Well, there you go. So he had a good account of himself. And, you know, I believe that moving forward, he will make good fights. If Kell Brook decided to stick around, I would still like to see the Vargas-Kell Brook fight, Vargas, Danny fight, Vargas, Thurman, Vargas, Porter, Vargas, Guerrero, Vargas, whoever. Not Vargas, Bradley again. Bradley did better than Pacquiao. Let's just be straight up.
Bradley did better than Pacquiao, yes. I like that. So you being a host of one of the, if not number one podcast on air, are you calling it a domination for Manny Pacquiao, a dominant win?
Well, it was definitely a dominant win. I wouldn't call it a domination because Jessie Vargas had spots. Jessie Vargas, I'm telling you, people are going to use this fight in the future as a blueprint. Not that this is the blueprint, because obviously Mayweather has that. Marquez has put that out there. Pacquiao has lost before. But they're going to use this as a film study. Vargas was landing that right hand beautifully. He was digging to the body, and he was standing his ground, which was impressive to me. You know, we've never seen him in here with this level of a fighter, this caliber of a fighter. And most guys under the big lights in that Mayweather-Pacquiao kind of, you know, when you're under that umbrella in their big pay-per-views, they kind of, you know, end up being the B-side. See, Vargas was coming in with a smile. Vargas was coming in with heart. And all that literally came out in the ring. Most of these guys talk it up. You know, they talk a big game and then they can't walk the walk. But Vargas at least attempted to. Pacquiao is just that good. He's too good. He's too fast. He's just too fast. And for all the guys that said that, you know, Stephen A. Smith was bad and Timothy Bradley was bad and Brian Kenny was bad on the telecast, I went back and watched it again. It's fresh in my mind because I literally I didn't even finish watching it, put it like that. You know, I'm like in the 10th round or whatever of that particular fight, the Pacquiao fight again, and he didn't do that bad. I mean, he's just not traditional. You know what I mean? Neither one, Bradley nor Stephen A. Smith. And I think I appreciated that. But again, it could be, you know, where I come from, right? But I appreciated that they did not let bullshit fly. Neither one. When Stephen A. Smith tried to slide something in there, then, you know, Bradley was quick to say, well, you know, some would say, or some would argue that Miguel Cotto was weight drained, you know? And then when when Bradley would try to slip one in, Stephen A. would definitely have his rebuttal, saying that Mayweather is the money guy, right? And moves the needle. So yeah, it was great to see Mayweather there, because these are the types of things that we want him to do. Like, remember when we wanted him to retweet Clarissa Shields and show recognition and you know, just be the face of boxing as you claim to be. This is what we mean, showing that bygones can be bygones and we can move forward in a happy universe. Now, speaking of happy universes, if one exists, Amir Khan will get a shot at Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao has all but already agreed in the media, saying that he would put friendship aside and fight Amir Khan. Now, we all know why he would fight him. Amir Khan is a very high-profile yet vulnerable fighter that Pacquiao could make a mega fight with and get a knockout finally, right? But
true.
I think it's a little bit unfair. Like, it bothers me that Khan can get killed in June. His soul left his body. Somehow they brought it back. And he's going to get a Pacquiao shot. Like, after dying to Canelo, it's not.
But you're okay with Kell Brook doing it after getting demolished by Golovkin?
I wouldn't say that Kell Brook got demolished, because again, we all know that Ingle did not allow.
I would say if someone broke my orbital bone, that they demolished a part of my face.
Maybe you're right, and some could argue that, but I would say that it's better to have the towel thrown in and not suffer a concussion, be put to sleep, need fucking sniffing salt, and 90 days off. Okay, I mean, and probably Kell Brook gets everything.
I think Kell Brook might have gotten a concussion. I'll look that up, but Kell Brook might have gotten a concussion as well. He took some wicked shots. The only difference was he wasn't unconscious. If anything, that helped Khan. Khan didn't take a lot of punishment. He only took that one shot to the chin. That was it. Don't know, man. Whereas Kell Brook was being broken down throughout the fight. Well, you know, we can debate that later. That's another fight, another show.
We can continue to debate it, because my point is Kell Brook still looked like the more.
No, because Amir Khan was winning. Amir Khan was beating.
You're one of those that think Amir was winning.
Why not?
The way I see it is,
all right, casual. Who would you rather see Pacquiao between the two? Because he has plenty of options, which we'll get to later.
Oh, that's no fair. Casual's going to want to see the knockout. He's going to say Khan because he wants to see someone get knocked the fuck out.
You're wrong. I would like to see. Actually, I would like to see Jessie Vargas. I would like to see Kell.
No. You're not listening to the question.
I understand the question is, who would I rather see, Manny Pacquiao or Amir Khan versus Khan or Kell Brook? Which one versus Manny Pacquiao? I would like to see Kell Brook. Yeah, I think Kell Brook will be the much more competitive fighter.
I guess the unification is.
Look how well he did.
Not thinking about belts.
Golovkin. Even though people say, well, oh my God, people are giving Kell Brook all this credit, and Golovkin broke his orbital bone and he only lasted 5 rounds. Yeah, but he still looked very competitive in spots. You know, more competitive than the 3-punch combination jabs that Khan was landing on Canelo. Like, I don't care if Khan won the first 5 rounds based off 20 jabs that he landed, because we know he ain't do shit to Canelo but make him bust a sweat.
I think that, tell you the truth, I liked Casual's idea of the round robin between the losers, the Khan, Brook, and Vargas. I like to see them, the 3 of them, mix it up. I'd rather see the Pacquiao Crawford. Tell you the truth, I understand that Brook is a proven welterweight because he beat Sean Porter, and he's a champion that also as a result of that fight, and it would be unification. But to tell you the truth, I like Crawford's resume better. Pacquiao, you could argue he's not a natural welterweight. So it's another guy kind of moving up. They are closer in weight naturally. Kell Brook is going to be coming down from fighting a middleweight. Like, he's more naturally high attuned to that weight division.
Yo, bro,
it'd be more competitive.
Exciting. What do you mean it'd be more competitive? That's what makes it exciting. That Kell Brook is such a big guy. Like, why would we want all of a sudden Pacquiao to get a more like he's the super fight. He's the one.
Terrence Crawford would be a bigger guy than Pacquiao as well. They're both bigger than him. What difference does it make? I'd rather see Crawford because he's closer in weight.
Kelbrook would be physically bigger, not just in weight. It would be a similarity at least to like when Mayweather fought Canelo. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. Like why? So everybody wants Pacquiao to go back down to 140 so we can finally see him knock somebody out. I mean, he's campaigning.
No, what do you mean? What do you think he knocks out Crawford?
I'm not saying he knocks out Crawford, but they obviously.
I'd see him go down to 140 to fight Crawford, and I think that's a better fight than versus Kelbrook. I see Kelbrook why he wants this fight. It makes sense. Why go from one big money fight to another big money fight that you can actually win? That makes sense. I get it, but I'd rather see a big money fight that is more important to I think to boxing. I like Kelbrook. I get it. He's a good fighter, but after being like broken down by Golovkin right now, he needs a different type of fight. I think Crawford is on his way up and needs this type of fight to push him to like that, to catapult him. This is what I want. I'm a Crawford fan. I don't see why Kelbrook deserves a shot. I see why Crawford deserves one.
No, and I'll say this. Crawford has already basically gotten an introduction. Stephen A. Smith was in the post fight. You guys heard it here in the beginning of the show. They mentioned Crawford. Pacquiao said he loves it at 140. It's better suited for him. So he has more of a case than anyone. It's in-house. It can happen. But again, Crawford represents zero money, zero big drama show. There is nothing there.
Hey, that's what I was thinking about. Like, there's no money, but so Kelbrook is money.
Well, of course,
because he's on the other side of the pond, and exactly. That's the attraction.
And then the other guy that is money is Amir Khan, because again, global star. Money again is Floyd Money Mayweather. You know.
Right. So Manny Pacquiao is going to make the move, or Top Rank's going to make the move to make the most money for him, and that will probably be
most money. Always most money, least amount of risk, and that smells like Amir Khan.
Yes.
It is difficult, but bygones have already been bygones. These guys are doing business. They're talking. They're having lunches, and Khan has already been doing, un-Heyman-like things for the big fight, and no one is going to keep Amir Khan from a Manny Pacquiao shot if it is offered to him. That being said,
and that I'm sorry to interrupt, and then they're going to take Crawford and place him in the PBC realm and introduce him to those people. Well,
yeah, I definitely do not think that is happening, but
he's fighting Paul Molina.
John Molina.
I'm sorry. John Molina he's fighting.
Yeah.
That's a PBC fighter.
Right. You're absolutely, but that's you said introducing to PBC, and remember it's happening on HBO. But what I want to talk about is the fight of the night. We'll give a quick honorable mention to Oscar Valdez, who did a very valiant job dispatching of a resilient, stubborn,
Asawa,
and durable Asawa, who ultimately needed to be stopped by the referee, taking brutal. Those were like Sammy Sosa home run swing shots that Valdez was landing on this poor Japanese kid. Like, I get what this is. We have to introduce him on the big undercard with Pacquiao, where all the pay-per-view guys are going to see him and introduce. So he's got to look good, but damn, man, this Japanese kid took a lot of punishment. I don't know if you guys want to touch on that quickly before we move on to the hardcore fans main event, which was last night, Jessie Magdaleno versus Nonito Donaire.
Well, I'll tell you what, both of them were introduced properly yesterday with their great wins, especially Magdaleno, if I'm saying his name right. Magdaleno. But Sammy, what's his name? The guy that beat up the Japanese guy. I'm sorry, I have it written down. I know his face. I've seen him before on social media, mentioned by a lot of other fighters. And then to see him fight, Asawa came out real swaggerlicious. And I was like, wow, it's going to be a good fight, until I saw the 3 losses. And Vasquez, Am I saying his name right? Can somebody tell me his last name?
Who are you talking about?
Vasquez. He fought Oscar Valdez.
Damn, yo, you Puerto Rican. How is this not? I don't even understand what's happening right now.
Valdez.
Did you speak Tagalog earlier in the show when you said that you were saying that in Filipino? Did you mean Tagalog, or were you just making that up?
Nah, I did speak it.
So you could speak Tagalog perfectly well, but you're Puerto Rican, can't say it.
I know.
It's a name. Remembering a name. So
I'm just busting. My bad.
No. So Vargas. I mean Valdez. See what it is? It's Valdez, Vargas, Vasquez. These names.
No, what is it that you want to say? Please help us.
I want to say that we were introduced properly to him as we did Magdaleno. You know what I mean? I've really enjoyed both those fights, man.
Me too. So let's discuss the one that we could actually talk about in Magdaleno versus Donaire. Right off the bat, again, I'll eat the crow because this is the part of the show where we're discussing that said fight. And it's bittersweet, right? Because I know all my 5-year listeners have, heard Magdaleno on this show, have watched the interviews that I've done with Magdaleno throughout the years, and have heard me equally as high on Magdaleno as I was on Terrence Crawford early, on Danny early, on numerous guys, and he was one of those guys, just like Joel Diaz, not Joseph Diaz. Joel Diaz, he's out there. One day, maybe he'll get that opportunity. I think he's from the Bay Area, actually. Hopefully he gets that opportunity one day. Somewhere in California he's from. But anyway, Magdaleno, man, I couldn't pick him. And I didn't understand what Top Rank was doing with this fight. And credit to Bruce Trampler and, Todd DeBuff, even Bob Arum, everyone over there, because they seen what we didn't see. Because, a lot of guys are going to call in, Enrique, and I'm talking specifically to you and other casual fans out there and the fans of Donaire, right? Like, a lot of people are going to call in and they're going to say, oh, Donaire's a bum, Donaire this, Donaire that. Well, Donaire only lost to Rigondeaux and Walters, and now this dude, you know what I'm saying? So maybe one other guy's producer could check that, but he's lost to elite level dudes. He's a pound for pound fighter. He's definitely the goods, and you had to really believe in Magdaleno to go ahead and pick him in this fight, and some did. So they get to celebrate. That's what this show is about. You get to call in and voice your opinion, make your pick, and when you get it right, you get the glow. The rest of us, we got to eat a whole plate full of crow. But Magdaleno impressed me, man. The way he really bullied Nonito.
Messi
scared the shit out of me.
Holy shit, that was loud. Damn.
No,
all right, so Nonito.
I wonder if somebody caught a meme and that sent a shot through my chest. Whoa.
I'll go back and cut that from the clip. Hey, so Nonito Donaire does have an early loss. It was his second fight to Rosendo Sanchez, unanimous decision.
Yeah, that's the one that doesn't count, man. The point is he lost to the good guys. But thank you for that information, because I knew I was wrong. I knew he had one other guy that nobody fucking knows. What's up, Enrique?
So you're saying he lost to the good guys, right? So Magdaleno is a really good guy because he lost to him. I'm a sucker for the O. When I saw the O and I saw the guy speak in this pre-fight interview, I was like, well, this guy's going to destroy Donaire. And then based off the O, based off the toughness, and I was like, yo, he's Mexican.
No, dude, I don't blame him that much. Ness, I called you after the weigh-in, and I was like, you know what? The weigh-in was when I saw Magdaleno during the weigh-in, I thought that he was showing so much energy that it was nervous energy. I started thinking, I think this is too much for him, because, like Ness said, I kind of couldn't pick him because I was researching. I was like, I'm not sure if this guy's been 12 rounds. Like, is this too much too quick? Like, this is on the stage of a big card, a Pacquiao card, and he's fighting a living legend in many ways in Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire was a bad dude in his prime. Everybody wanted to stay away from him. It was tough for Nonito to get fights, and we had seen him start to slowly decline, but we weren't sure he was already out the door. Yeah, and for Magdaleno to take that risk, I was like, whoa.
But Steven, even with this fight, can you say that at this point Nonito's a gatekeeper? No,
that's the thing. Like, I was like,
is he both to both of you guys? Is he Jesus Soto Carras? Is he fucking Robert Guerrero? I mean, is Nonito there already?
He's lacking something, bro.
But no. But is he there? When you think of Donaire, do you think of Jesus Soto Carras and Robert Guerrero? I mean, Robert Guerrero it should be levels above Carras as well. But I mean, these are the gatekeepers of today, right? Like Gabriel Rosado.
He's starting to look like a Robert Guerrero though, because he's losing these big fights to top competition. It's only the top, and
his belt though. That was his belt. So he was on top. Like he's not starting to lose.
He was on top, but he won that. But who did he win that belt against? I mean, he lost to Nicholas Walters and then fought 4 guys that none of us know their names. Like stopped 3 of them in under 3 rounds. I wouldn't say he's at necessarily the top. I wouldn't say he was at the top. He's still rebuilding. Nonito, despite look at his record, dude. Look at how he got that vacant. It was a vacant WBO belt.
Yeah, but getting the belt and having the name puts him in position.
That's called the made fighter. That's where the name came from. The made.
He rebuilt. He was trying to rebuild his image at the lower weight because he lost it up at 126. He moved down to 122 so that this way he could rebuild the image. Problem was he was still in the rebuilding process against a legit fucking animal in Sammy Vargas. I'm sorry to cuss so much, guys. I'll cut it back. Sorry.
No, listen. I agree. So Magdaleno, where does he go from here? Because now he's a champion, but we've seen the defenses that the champions in Top Rank get. I mean, Gilberto's made what, like 2? Valdez is working on his 2nd. I mean, these guys are they're doing them Kelbrook kind of tight defenses.
This way you lose me because I don't know the weight class. I'm just starting to
All right, well, to put things into perspective, Jessie Magdaleno is in a division, and I just want to say he has always told me that he's always wanted to fight Guillermo Rigondeaux. Now, will Bob Arum actually let him fight Rigondeaux? I don't know, but he's always wanted Rigondeaux. He's been chasing glory, this kid. He's not looking for the money. He knows that's going to come. He's been chasing glory for a long time, but he is in Rigondeaux's division, Scott Quigg division, Jonathan Guzman, Solomon King, baby. Solomon King got that IBF title. He's in that division. He's in the real Hashi Aguas division, the one that we thought was facing Oscar Valdez. Moises Flores, Chucky. Remember Chucky on PBC, ESPN? He had that nice war. He's in that division. Donaire's division, obviously. And Kameta's division. He's in there. But that's when it starts to, you got to be looking at it with a microscope and a hardcore over both shoulders.
I think next you give him I think you give him an in-between fight and you try to set him up with Scott Quigg over there because that'd be a big fight. And then why not? I mean, according to Ring, Nonito was number 3. The only person ahead of him was Scott Quigg. And then that only leaves Guillermo. I think if you're on the road to Guillermo, you take an in-between fight and you try to get a big fight in the summer.
Why would you go to Scott Quigg right now with no title?
Name, big money in the UK, and you'll be number 2 in the division.
Yeah, so you want
unquestionable.
You want Magdaleno with a title to pack it up and go to the UK? I hear you, man.
Well, I think it would help. I think it'd be better for his image. I mean, well, you can't compare it to Timo because Timo went over there to take the title and came back. That was beast. But I don't know. I mean,
Bradley,
going to the UK.
I know Bradley actually went over there to get the title from.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
defending it in the UK doesn't sound like something they would do.
Doesn't sound fun.
Maybe they do. Who knows? Listen, Steven, it's that time. Drop it, baby.
These calls are brought to you by our sponsor, El Camino Electrical Services, who have over 15 years of commercial electrical experience, servicing the whole Silicon Valley and the entire San Francisco Peninsula. Visit us at our website, elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
And para la gente que no habla en inglés, El Camino Electricidad de The
You
opponent.
hear that sponsor soundbite, ladies and gentlemen. You know we are opening up those phone lines, and the number is, Enrique.
The number is, ladies and gentlemen, that's a 425
569
5241.
Press 1 only one time. Do not be nervous. If you are a first-time caller, the first thing we should hear out of your mouth is first-time caller. So we can give you that sexy intro. You can make that beautiful introduction, and you can become a star on TBV podcast. Hashtag that so that the memory lives forever. If you want to contact us internationally, absolutely free, hit us up on Skype, add Nesta Gibbs, and join the many that cut the line using the bat line. Remember, we are going to open up these phone lines. We're going to get to some of these Skype guys. I want to get some of my internationals out of here nice and early since they're staying up late with us. Blackface, what time is it over there in across the pond?
Blackface.
It's crow time. It's crow time.
Yo, Blackface, you got some crow to eat, buddy.
He picked Vargas. He did it. I seen it.
Blackface, you gonna duck us? Really? All right. So let me
Play
get
the Thurman drop.
Who?
I said drop the Thurman.
Oh yeah, right. Where is that? Let me oh man. All right, so let me get to Andre. Talk to me.
Yo, good evening, fellas. What's going on?
What's up, brother? How'd you what you think of the fight last night?
Pacquiao fight was pretty cool. It was entertaining. The commentary, I got somewhat distracted by the little snaps that Stephen A. and Bradley was dropping with each other. But other than that, it was pretty good. Magdaleno, I was not surprised because I picked him to beat Donaire. And I knew something was crazy when I went to the betting house yesterday to bet NFL that the odds would change on that fight in his favor. So other than that, man, it was a pretty good night. Please do not encourage Mayweather impact. Let's move forward with boxing. Let's move forward. And that's basically about it, man.
All right, Dre, thanks for calling in. Man, you know, I've been seeing a lot of that on social media. Like, people don't even want anyone discussing Mayweather Pacquiao. It's like, you know, the words that we shall not speak. No one is happy with the taste left in their mouth. Listen, let's get back out to some of these other Skype calls. I got Scorsese, who was heated at the disrespectfulness on Nonito Donaire. Talk to us, Scorsese.
First of all, I'm heated about the disrespect of Mayweather Pacquiao. These are legends of this fucking era. If they want to fight each other, then Pacquiao want to avenge his loss, he should be able to do so. And secondly, Nonito Donaire being compared to Robert Guerrero when you got a bigger, stronger, younger man running from you all damn night? Really? The Jessie Magdaleno done missed weight ever since 2014. Go check it. Ever since that. He probably missed it 4 times. Been up in 126, and he's sitting there running all night. Scared of the right hand, scared of the left hook. He got beat. Bob Arum even came out and said those scorecards was horrible. 7-5 either way. And I'm talking about 7-5 the champion. That's what he said. That's horrible. And it's injustice in the people. He washed up. No, that shine bad on everybody who really beat him and deserved credit for beating him. Magdaleno ran like a coward last night. He held the smaller, older fighter like a coward last night. He took right hands that he didn't want to take no more. He took jabs over the top. All his little right hooks was hitting in the shoulder. His left hands was hitting on the gloves. He landed some shots, but he definitely didn't win that fight. In my eyes, going. As much as he did, that was a horrible scorecard. The man didn't want to fight. Every time Nonito came in ready to throw, Tony Weeks should have pulled him apart. Said, "Look, you doing the holding. You doing the holding. You finna get a point took away." Tony Weeks said nothing the whole time. This the same dude that let Marcos Maidana almost kill Floyd Mayweather without warning Maidana about nothing for the first fight. But you can't call holding in this instance. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, man. That dude, they robbed him of his belt. Tyrone said we don't promote no 34-year-old no more. For what? Where the money at 122? Got rid of him, man. That's foul. For anybody in the chat, seen the chat section disrespecting the whole commentary team sitting over here. It's basically Ness because he's talking about some Soto Karash.
Hey, Scorsese, you do understand what a question is, right?
Oh man, it shouldn't even be questioned like that, man. That's foul, man. Cause like I said, everybody who beat him,
I was speaking sarcastically. I said, are we gonna say that Nonito is a Carras? Is he Guerrero at this point? You got 30 seconds.
You need to say he's the champion. They need to give him. They should have gave him his belt last night, and they should give him a rematch. Bob Arum should be working toward it.
Brother, you are a blind man who needs to pay for an on-demand show to have that fight reviewed because you're bugging. Magdaleno did not lose that fight.
HD.
Yeah, you need HD glasses before you could be looking at HD TV.
$80. Telling you, this man was taking those left hand, straight left hands on.
Cut it.
Hey, Scorsese, are you sure you're not just mad because you picked Donaire and you need to eat crow?
Oh, so that's why he tried to talk his way out of that. Come back over here. Come back.
Hold on.
No. You got your 3 minutes. You get to say nothing but eat this plate. No.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
I ain't got no plate. I ain't got no fork. I ain't got no none of that. I ain't
Press that button.
Yo.
It's all right. Those are the wings edition. That's the spicy wing edition. You don't need a plate.
Bro, we ain't accepting them calls from you, brother. Around here, people who pick wrong got to eat their crow. That's just the tradition, man.
Magdaleno. All
right, well, here go your crow. Keeping it moving. We're gonna go back out to London or somewhere across the pond. Right. Let's get to.
Remember me?
An alumni, Stuart Little.
What's happening, Lester? What's happening, my man?
What's going on, brother?
Well, what can I say? The fight went just like I said it would, didn't it? It'd be a wide points win by Pacquiao.
Breaking up.
Man, he got
you might have to move around in the room. Did you give any rounds to Vargas?
Yeah, I'll give him 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Manny Pacquiao, he's punching power. He's got enough to hurt people, just not enough to stop people. And that's the problem with Pacquiao. I mean, people are talking about him fighting Errol Spence now, or that's the sort of fights he needs to be taking. Young, hungry lions, not the Jessie Vargases of this world. I don't want to see that guy in the ring with Pacquiao again. He's not good enough, never has been good enough. You know,
but Stuart, you don't think he did a good job? He landed a lot of right hands. He fucking was taking Pacquiao's shoulders back and neck back.
Manny Pacquiao lunges in. He's easy to counter, like Manny Pacquiao is. He's easy to hit. He lunges in. You know, anyone with a real bit of pop with a good right hand is taking him clean out again. You know, he's slowing. His accuracy, like, what did I say about his accuracy? All right, he does connect quite a lot, but this is Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest fighters of all time, if not our generation. And did he look like it in there? It just doesn't, does he? You know, and as for
sound like T-Pain. Yeah, mute him. You there?
Man, you gotta get your auto tunes fixed, Daddy. That shit ain't working. Who else we got out here on the Skype? We got Kevin Ocha. Kevin. All right. Blackface.
No, respect to everyone listening, past, present, or future. Can you hear me?
Loud, clear, crispy.
Yeah. Playing with the crow. I need crow for Jessie Vargas.
Just give it to me.
I just want to say you're a real man, not like Scorsese.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
Where's the crow? Okay. Yeah, just based on the fight, you know, I think it was a somewhat competitive fight. I gave Vargas the first round, I think one of the middle rounds as well. That's all I gave him. I think the commentators and Bradley and Stephen A. Smith and stuff, I think they clearly listened to the boxing voice because it was like a casual debate going on over there. I thought it was kind of funny. It was different from what I'm used to listening to commentators. I thought it was quite funny. In regards to Pacquiao's performance, people claiming that this is a great Pacquiao performance, and Mayweather being ringside, people saying, oh, Mayweather was lining him up for a rematch, but after he saw that performance from Pacquiao, he's now scared to face him because it was a good Pacquiao performance. But need I remind you that I think Pacquiao beat Algieri better than he beat Vargas, in my opinion, and Mayweather still faced him after that Algieri fight, so that's neither here nor there. I think at this point, Pacquiao just needs to put the finishing touches on his legacy. I think a win over someone like Terence Crawford, who's potentially a future pay-per-view star, would be better than a victory over Mayweather, in my opinion. Mayweather at this point is retired. He hasn't been active. He's 40. Yada yada. There'll be thousands of excuses to why he beat Mayweather if he did. Khan needs to get in line. He needs to get wins under his belt first. I don't want to see him jumping the line with a Pacquiao fight. You don't get fights, in my opinion, losing, being popular. You have to be winning somewhat sort. Jessie Vargas, this victory was good, but I don't feel Jessie Vargas will be a future star in boxing. Mayweather has that Canelo victory on his record, and I think Pacquiao needs to do the same as well. He needs to dust off one of these Crawford, Errol Spence, Kell Brook, after Kell Brook gets back to winning ways as well. I think they all needs to do that. But yeah, I just thought I'd call in again.
Blackface, really quick, how many rounds did you give to Jessie Vargas?
2. I think I gave him 2 or 3. I gave him the first round definitely, and one of the middle rounds. I don't know if it was 5, 6, or 7. I can't really remember.
We gave him 4.
But yeah, I only gave him a few rounds. But yeah, that's my call, man.
Right.
You never learn anything by doing something right.
Mm-hmm. Do that all the time.
It's true. Lessons I learned was for fucking up. Blackface, thank you for calling in, my friend. Stewart, you got a better connection and give you a couple seconds left or what? Guess not. All right, moving on. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the number is 1-425-569-5241. And like our previous call, if you're listening to this in the future, past, or present, remember to hit the thumbs up. Extremely important. Look at all the first-time callers we had yesterday. If you haven't checked out a Media Reaction Show, check it out on your iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, or here on YouTube. We're going to get to KM Star. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a long time since I called. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hello?
Loud and clear.
Great,
we hear you
great.
loud and clear.
I wasn't. Okay, yeah, I'll make it quick. I wasn't planning on speaking because I didn't see the fight, but I was listening to your after fight show, and I was listening to it right before calling in for this one, and I feel like Pacquiao, depending on who it was, not you guys, not the panel, didn't get a lot of respect or credit for the victory. And he's like 37. The guy he fought, Jessie Vargas, is 27 years old. Yeah, 5'11". He's 5'5". Never in my life have I seen a guy not get credit for beating a man 10 years younger than him and that much bigger than him. I mean, like, it's unreal, right? Like, it's kind of crazy to even hear people debate that. And, who they say he should fight next is actually kind of unrealistic. One caller just called a little while ago. He sounded really good, like, in terms of his knowledge of boxing. But to say that beating Mayweather would get him no credit, but he should be, who was it he said? He said Errol Spence. Like, even that sounded a little like outrageous. You don't get credit for beating Floyd Mayweather, who's still undefeated to this day, but he should fight a guy who Errol Spence would probably finish his career as a middleweight, right? A middleweight. Like, are we forgetting where Pacquiao started in his career and who he's fighting? To me, if he wants to go young, I think at the upper limit it's Terence Crawford, because Terence Crawford is still quite a bit bigger than him. Really skilled fighter, hits hard. And he probably has, I don't even know if he could beat Terence Crawford, but if he beat Terence Crawford, he should deserve tons of credit for that. But to try to match him up with a guy like Errol Spence, I know Errol Spence is just getting started, but we're talking about a guy who's dramatically bigger than him and, more than 10 years younger than him. I'm 42 years old. If I fought some dude who was 10 years younger, 30 years old, and fucked him up, shouldn't that guy feel fucking embarrassed for himself? What the hell are we talking about here? Anyway, I'll end the call right there. Otherwise, it was great. Everything you guys said was great.
Well, KM Starman, thank you for calling in, brother. That was an excellent call. People in the chat already agreeing with that. Thank you for calling in. Stuart, we're back with you. Talk to us.
Yeah, what's happening, Nez?
All good. You're sounding nice and clear.
Yeah, I had to change rooms, mate. It's the weather in England, I'm afraid. We don't have the nice weather that you do over there. But yeah, I was going to get back onto the Manny Pacquiao fight. It was quite a boring fight for me. I mean, a lot of people thought it was a good performance by Vargas, but I didn't. He lost 10 to 11 rounds. You know, he got decked with just a basic straight left. I mean, it wasn't a very good fight, was it? Manny Pacquiao, he's that good. Well, basically, he was that good in his prime that even when he's finished, he's still good enough to beat the likes of these Jessie Vargases. He needs to step up now. He needs to be fighting the Spencers, the Thurmans, the Brooks. You know, there's the Danny Garcias. There's some big fights for him now. He's obviously got a couple more fights in him, but I think he's there for the taking. I weren't highly impressed with him, to be honest with you. His speed was okay at some times, but his accuracy was off again. He was missing a lot of shots. Jessie Vargas just doesn't have any tools to beat Pacquiao. He was just useless. Like I said he was. You know, I said it would be a wide points Manny Pacquiao decision, and that's what happened. I said Vargas would be useless. That's what happened. I said Pacquiao hasn't got the power to hurt him. That's what happened. It's just predictable now. But I'm going to move on to quickly Nonito. Yeah, that's...
Cut it.
Stu, sorry, my friend. I had to give you 1 minute to the 2 that you already had, brother. But that was a good call. We're going to get to our producer now. Bring her on, Steven.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you guys?
What up, Monster?
Monster, what's up? How'd you enjoy that fight last night?
She didn't because she's got to eat crow.
Great. Yeah. Can I have my crow, please, with a little bit of hot sauce?
Oh, how I love having a producer to remind everyone of the crow they must eat.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Nah, man, I'm not upset. I knew why I was choosing Vargas. I really wanted him to win. I didn't want Pacquiao to win. But it was a great fight. It wasn't as entertaining as I would have loved it to be, but I think Vargas did his best. But like Manny said one time, his best just wasn't enough. So he didn't get the win, and you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You're going up in there with a guy with a top level, you know, opponent. You know, there's levels to this thing. You know what I mean? It's not like Vargas was doing horrible things in there. I mean, you know, he was landing some great straights, but, you know, at the end of the day, there's levels to this. You know, Manny Pacquiao is just that great. And unfortunately, Vargas just couldn't match up. But, you know, at least I got 2 other fights right, and when I called in. So I really enjoyed the Magdaleno and Donaire fight. I really don't see Scorsese's call. I'm not surprised. You are going to get, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a lot of calls like that tonight, because a lot of people are saying that should have been a draw. I disagree. I think Magdaleno won clearly, in my opinion. I think Donaire had like at least 3 rounds I gave him, including the 12, arguably. But no, I think Magdaleno won. I mean, depending on how you see it, you can't give the fight you can't give the fight a draw, but you definitely will not, you know, argue that you will give it to Donaire. I think that's ridiculous. And Magdaleno running the whole, that is just, no, he was not. I mean, if we're going to call that running, then we might as well say that Mayweather been running his entire career. It's ridiculous. And I really enjoyed Valdez's fight as well. I thought that was a great, I could describe Valdez in one word right now. Beast! That's what he is. A beast. But he was good. And I really liked that fight. I don't know. Last night was great. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. But it was good. But it was a good fight. I mean, it was good for what it was, and whatever. It is what it is. I was enjoying it during my anniversary. So shout out to my boyfriend, Magomez. Happy anniversary, honey. I love you. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, Monster. Well, thanks for coming on, and shout out to you and
Eating my
Gomez,
crow.
obviously. Oh, why she always does that? Why she always go with an end and then come back, right? Like, why you always do that?
Bro, you always got to give it a 3
I
second
always
rule.
said, and eat my crow.
Okay, you still made it seem like I cut you off by like when you give me those pauses, you have to stay paused or I'm gonna look bad. Speaking of pauses and not looking bad, Calderon, get my boy from Canada on because the ringer's in the building.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain code Norway, shorty wants that full play. I'm like, no way, gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it.
OJ.
And the new WBC champion, ladies and gentlemen. I took it off casual, so I mean, I don't know what to say, boys. It was an exciting night. I texted Nat yesterday. I let him know that we got into the cups here, man. My buddies got really into it, and we were all pumped up, man, that we were able to beat the casual. So man, I guess on to the next challenge, right, Nat? Who's next?
You got Bruce next for the Ward Kovalev unification.
Okay, cool. So I just wanted to clarify, though, but for Casual still gets to keep his ring belt, right? And then later on, if I beat Bruce, he can challenge me the ring belt for the WBC belt again.
Correct.
And then if I lose, I have my WBO belt I can challenge back at. Does that sound fair?
What? Ho.
Oh, you're being really gracious, Jose.
No, wait a minute.
You're going to let him keep one?
Wait a minute. If you guys decide to do that, that is totally up to you. But technically, Casual has 2 titles. He loses them both. Unless he spoke with the sanctioning body and had one fight that didn't have that belt on the line. That being said,
let me tell you.
No, wait a minute.
Wait.
That being said, though, we're not gonna allow the next champion to decide which title they want to unify, because then that would be like Tyson Fury vacating. No. And we're trying to keep it undisputed.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna use my 3 minutes on. I say this: since Casual had 2 belts, and I was challenging, then it's only fair for it to be 1 for 1. But now Bruce has to put up his 1 belt against the green belt, and if Bruce wins, he takes them both. If I win, I take them both, and then I'll have the WBO, the WBC.
No. You guys can't come and make up. You're confusing people. Boxing already has too many titles and confusion. The Boxing Voice is gonna keep it simple. Enrique had 2. He lost. You got 3 now. If you don't show up to the party, mute this guy with his background noise, driving with the speaker on. If he doesn't show up to the party with his WBO belt, or WBA belt, because Casual has the ring and the WBC, and Bruce has the IBF. If he don't show up, Casual, he null and void. That means he lost the chance to win the titles at the weigh-in. He was overweight. He bluffed, and he's a bullshitter.
Right.
You
and
go
I keep
on.
my nuts.
You keep. You
I'll
go on. Hold on.
No problem.
You'll go on to face Bruce if he doesn't show up. If he shows up, you gracefully give up your 2 belts that you so willingly gave up by picking Vargas.
Without a doubt. No problem, no shame.
And then he goes on to win or lose, because it's a 50-50 fight with Ward, and then
he must show up with the belt.
Yeah, he must show up with the belt.
And Bruce must show up with his belt.
100%.
Well, Bruce, they both sent me pictures, and I sent them to you, so you need to knock it off.
You sent me 1 picture.
I sent you Jose's.
Sure my outfit has big enough,
and Bruce's
belt loop, so I can.
I put Bruce's on the show, dude. He was wearing his, and it's his avatar. Check Twitter. Bruce ain't playing. He got it already.
Then we have 2 more belts up at the actual event, sponsored by the WBC.
Yeah, we got 2 belts that we're auctioning off in the event. But one of the attendees already said he going hard for that. He want one of them. And Bruce said he has Ward.
All right, boys, that's it.
Well, wait, because you.
No. I'm the champ. I get to pick who I pick. I picked Ward before Bruce even said
before even any of this was out in light, man. I was the one that said I got work.
Who played that coin? Is that true, Casual? You agree?
No.
Oh, you're agreeing, Steven? Is it true? You're on mute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with him.
What's true? I mean, what are the facts here?
Everything. Jose from Canada doesn't lie. Canadians can't lie, don't you know?
So what are you saying that
there you know, man.
That the day of the bet, Jose picked Ward first before Bruce called in? Because that's what you're basically agreeing to.
Yeah, you know what I said.
Wait, hold on. I think I need to check that. Wait, no, wait. I think Bruce actually.
This guy's 3 minutes up. This guy, check the clock.
Yeah, his time is up. His time is up.
Jose, bye-bye. Oh, he's actually a boomerang. You get the call back later. See ya.
Dude, Bruce is on the line. Bruce needs to press one.
774. Are you a first-time caller? Oh, he dropped off. All right, moving on. We're going to Donald from Richmond.
Hello?
Donald.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
My bad. What's up? Yeah, I like the Pacquiao and Vargas fight. It was cool. Pacquiao, as you see when he was jumping in, he wasn't really doing as much as we really wanted him to do because he was scared of that overhand that hit that hit Bradley. So he had to be careful of that. But I gave Vargas 3 rounds. I gave him rounds 4, 5, and 6. Y'all gonna have to give me my crow at the end of this before my time run out because I did pick Donaire. But that guy, Jessie, I cannot pronounce his last name. I mean, he's pretty good. Like he said he studied Donaire for a year. I think what Donaire's problem is right now is what's going to push him to be a gatekeeper is that he needs to mix up his style. He can't keep doing that same, keep coming forward and looking for that big punch. That's why he lost to Jessie because Jessie had that down. If Donaire would have did something different, then he wasn't prepared for that. He was prepared for what Donaire normally does, and that's how he won. If Donaire would have said, oh, okay, this guy got me down, let me switch it up to this. Then Jessie would have been in there like, oh, shit, what is he doing? And then we might have got a different thing. And then also I think that Jessie should probably fight Rigondeaux. If they can get that for him, maybe he should do a couple of fights before that. And also, if Jonathan Guzman wins that IBF title, I would like to see either Jessie fight Rigondeaux or Jonathan, or maybe even see Guzman and Rigondeaux, because this guy Jonathan, we need to see if he's the real deal because he's got 22 wins with 22 knockouts, but we need to put him up in the ring with somebody like Rigondeaux and see if these 22 knockouts, is that for real or is it not for real? And nobody wants to hear about Pacquiao versus Mayweather again because, for one, this fucking fight was boring as hell and it was so fucking expensive, and real hardcore fans like me feel like we got robbed for that $90. So if Pacquiao and Mayweather does a rematch, that shit needs to be on free fucking TV to pay us back for all the money we paid to see that boring ass fucking fight that they did. You know, I mean, I know that's Mayweather's style, but you know, that shit was boring as hell. Vargas, it's a couple of good fights for him. I like to see Vargas maybe fight Felix Diaz or maybe Jeff Horn. You know, that would be a competitive fight. I think Felix Diaz and Jessie Vargas would be a really good matchup. What do you guys think?
Well, first of all, don't try to sleep me with all your words. Take this. And, I mean, I'd take Felix Diaz versus anybody. A guy like Vargas, yeah. Listen, Vargas proved, you know, I was afraid when this fight was announced, this Pacquiao versus Vargas Enrique. I was afraid because to me, it was like, okay, Vargas is gonna, you know, just be there taking shots the way he was. Cut it. What the fuck?
Listen, I wasn't afraid. The only thing I was panicking about before the fight was like, hopefully it's not one-sided. Hopefully it's not like Chris Algieri. And when he fell down in the second round, I was like, oh shit, this is going to turn into that. And it didn't. And that's why I was so impressed by Jessie Vargas. He didn't have he didn't have, I don't know what he didn't have, but he landed shots after shots. He looked good. I liked him a lot. And this is a shirt that we're going to be giving away. It's the black and white edition of the Boxing Voice. If you bought a ticket, you get this one. This is one of the designs. So if it's in your bag, it's in your bag. There's others So just wanted to share that with you guys. Make sure you buy a ticket on ThaBoxingvoice.com. November 18th, we got those guests. Virgil Hunter is one of them.
Virgil Hunter, officially. The Whisper is going to be in the building.
Hopefully Jessie Vargas. I know Ness going to put those phone calls out.
We spoke to Vargas yesterday, but you know how it is, man. He was coming off the loss. He didn't say no at all, you know. He said call him in a few days, but hopefully he doesn't go on a long-ass vacation, man. That's all. Did not
2.8 mil
happen, but we're gonna have.
But that's in regards to November 18th, so don't miss out.
But people that are definitely going to be there without a doubt, and get there early. Doors open at 6:30 because you don't know when guys are gonna show up. You know, these are celebrities, A-listers: Virgil Hunter, Peter Quillen, Willie Monroe Jr., Andre Rozier,
Kid Chocolate.
We said that. This guy
Mario Barrios.
Yeah, we're also gonna have Canadian Jose, who just won the belt.
Bruce
He's gonna be there. Bruce from Pittsburgh is gonna be there.
The producer, Steven Calderon, Sugar
from the Bay Area is gonna be there. A lot
Enrique Church, aka the casual fan, Stephen A. Smith, favorite boxing commentator.
Yeah, and can't forget
fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Boxing fans, here's Jameson.
What is Beanie on?
What?
What is Beanie on? Jameson Rocket.
What is Beanie? Rocket will be there getting drunk, man. Hopefully we get Compa in the building too, man. We got a few, man. I was talking to somebody in the DM. Shout out, a lot of people been hitting me up, you know, and you know, trying to find out what's up and how they could go about getting them tickets. So definitely cool. Definitely cool. Definitely head on to ThaBoxingvoice.com right at the top, and you will see how to get those Patreon subscribers. Tickets are only $120 for you. Non-Patreon, we apologize, but it's $130 for you. Listen, we got to get to some of these calls. We got a lot out here. Who do we got? Where the ball stops, no one knows. Alumni status is coming up. All you guys with intros, man, I'm about to start stripping dudes with intros if I don't start meeting them at our functions, right? Because, I mean, you tell me, Enrique.
That makes 100% sense.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So, you
intro means you are down.
Word is born.
That's you're down. We put time in to put an intro.
Yo, you should be Patreon. You should be at the function. Like, you should have a shirt. I don't know. You should be doing something.
You know, like I know, you should lie low. I used to get it and on high.
What's up?
Yeah. I knew that.
Yo, I'm sorry I had to do that. I didn't mean to do that. You know, I wouldn't if I didn't have a good reason. But we have, because Bruce is next. I told you.
Oh,
we got the ringer in the house, the boomeranger ringer.
We got the ringer in the house, the boomeranging ringer. Who's from Pittsburgh?
Bruce City.
Bruce has the title, so Jay will understand that we're going to be having this celebration in the West Coast, and Bruce is bringing his IBF strap that he's going to be unifying now with the new champion. Yo, shout out to Jose getting right in another unification with Bruce. Bruce, what's going on, man?
First of all, fall back, Ohio. We ain't got no love for Ohio and Pittsburgh. None.
Yo,
but
man.
I ain't taking.
Everybody loves each other as part of TBV family. Come on, you might meet Jay Will at the party the way you met a whole bunch of people the last time. Shit.
Hey,
yeah,
believe Bruce, because I wasn't sure if what Canada was saying was right. Bruce, you weren't rolling with Kovalev?
No, man, hell no, I ain't rolling with Kovalev. I've been rolling with Ward.
Yeah, that's true. I see it all over your Twitter. You've been looking to buy a shirt and everything. I've seen your Twitter stream. You've been looking for Ward gear.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to talk about that one with Jose. I mean, it would be right for Jose to not get choice picked the way that Casual picked Vargas, which obviously opened it up for Jose. That was an easy bet, like the like the Brook fight.
I mean, if you don't want to go with that fight, we can go with the next big fight. I got Danny Swift Garcia.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but that's I mean, you know, that would be changing the contract. I don't know. There's gonna have to be some sanctioning fees for postponing. Because he got to fight on that date.
I've been rolling war.
That's part of the you know, that was part of the whole, I don't know, a law of the thing, right?
He's gonna have to take Kovalev then. He's gonna have to take Kovalev then.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll work it out.
Yo, Bruce, my girl just let me know that Nike Las Vegas is gonna have all kinds of ward gear there, especially during the fight week.
Yeah, man, I seen that Jordan hoodie, man. That shit was tight. I was just trying to cop that real quick for the fight. But let me go ahead and get my crow for Magdaleno.
Bruce, you got to tell these dudes this asking for title shots. They ain't even got a fucking title. How they asking for title shots?
Yeah, get a belt. Get a belt and step up. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? They complain
that
about
WBA still out there.
Yeah, right. The WBA, and get the super too. You know what I'm saying? But Bruce, stop trying to
none of their general shit.
Stop trying to put me to sleep. All right, take this. Trying to put us to sleep with nice words.
Hey, give me my crow, man. You guys always deny me crow too, man. I lost. Now let me get my diamond for picking Magdaleno early.
Diamond?
Oh, you don't got the diamond for the winner? Oh, okay.
Yo, you pick Magdaleno. Producer, check that out, man. This guy bluffing right here. Bruce, we're gonna get to some others. Oh, wait, you had something to say about Magdaleno, right?
All right, man.
Bruce?
Oh no,
I just wanted my crow. That's all. I'm good. If I got something to say, I'll just call back.
For sure.
Boomerang, baby.
Yeah, he could.
That's right, Bruce.
Just press 1 to get out of the queue, Bruce, so I know that you've exited. And then when you press 1 again, that's when I'll bring you back on. And that goes for all other boomerangs.
The way that I just brought Jay Will back on. Will, what up?
What up, man? Yeah, man. I'm at Bruce's neck, man. I'm gonna be there in Vegas, man. I'm gonna be at his neck. I'm gonna let him know how I play into it, man.
We got 2 belts on the line up there. When you get there, you can get a belt.
Gonna end up falling in love, man. Yo, everybody had a great time the last time, man. It's too much boxing knowledge in one room, man. And now with the good whisper of Virgil there, whatever, man. We all gonna be sitting around having campfire stories talking about boxing, man.
Man, real talk, man. I mean, honestly, man, I was really salty about missing the last one, but I mean, with this lineup, with this one, man, I'm kind of salty because I'm coming out there by myself, but I'm gonna have to do it anyway.
Yo, don't be, because you're gonna have a bunch of us out there that you've never met, that you probably only interacted with on this show or via social media, that are gonna feel like an extended family when you get there. And the most important thing is this, like you said, this lineup, but this won't happen again if this is not successful. Like, Virgil isn't going to come to an empty, hall. So we need you guys to definitely show that love and support, come through and make this everything that it should be.
And be respectful.
Definitely, right?
Right. Hey, another thing is that November 18th is the weigh-in, right?
What happened?
The weigh-in is November 18th.
Yes, definitely.
Weigh-ins are usually like 2 o'clock, over at like 4:35.
I think they start at 3:30. That's what he told. That's what Virgil told me. I think it's 3:30.
Well, our party begins at 6 p.m.
Yo, we're still in Jay Will's call. Call.
No, the clock ain't start yet. Go
ahead, Jay Will.
Go ahead, man. I'm clocking you right now.
All right. Well, it's short and sweet this weekend, man. With the Pacquiao fight, Pacquiao Vargas, man. Pacquiao's Pacquiao, man. If you're a technical fighter that knows how to really manage distance, then you're gonna make Pacquiao think twice before coming in. So pretty much from the 4th round going forward, Pacquiao was thinking before he just came in with those left hands. Vargas, to me, I knew it was going to be somewhat competitive, but I did honestly give Pacquiao. I thought he was going to do more damage than what he did, but again, Vargas made him think a lot. With the Mayweather showing up, I don't see how people can say watching 2 of the best fighters of this era is a bad idea. I mean, it may not produce a rock'em sock'em fight, but if you're a hardcore you're gonna appreciate what you're gonna see in the ring. So I mean, would I watch it again? Hell yeah. Would I pay 100? No. Would I pay 60? Probably not. 40, 50, you know, I'll probably rock with that. But yeah, that's my call, man.
All right, Jay Will, thank you for calling in. Hey, Steven, I mean, what the hell is going on in the world where people think they can climb up the rankings and get title shots at champions and former damn, Enrique, look at
I don't know. That doesn't even make sense because, you know, I got a Rocky Balboa movie belt that I can't challenge with, and I feel like that's super legit. It's got a picture of Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa. Name me two better champions. I dare you. I double dare you.
Yo, it's just insane. Like, listen, you got to earn your shot, all right? And all fights will be sanctioned and only sanctioned and aired on the TBV network. So these outlandish Shannon Briggs type promotions or negotiations that people are trying to side with, it's not happening.
Yo, I don't know how we sanctioned casual picking Vargas though. We should have sent him to do another X-ray examination. We should have made him do a more restricted medical testing, dude. There might be something wrong, man.
No, there's nothing wrong with Casual. What Casual has is a big heart, and he wanted to start something that hopefully is going to live on forever. That's why the sanctioning for these belts will always go through TBV. Like, we want to make sure that there is a person that is honest and trustworthy as a Joey, as a Casual, as a Jose and the Bruce, that will continue to give the underdog a shot, because Enrique gave Joey the underdog that ridiculous shot, or actually Joey gave Enrique that ridiculous shot. And then Enrique gave Jose that ridiculous shot. So now Jose's trying to act funny with Bruce. He's got No, but that ain't going to happen, because it's only fair that Bruce gets choice the way that you guys gave the loser choice. So, yeah, that being said.
Now, what about the two other belts that are now in effect, whoever wins those raffles?
Well, those are auctions, and we have to see. We have to see, because the only one, we're not, like I said, we're not going to start no ridiculousness. We're going to keep it as simple as possible for our listeners. So the only other belt that's out there is the Super WBA is all we're accepting. It's a WBO, and the Super WBA is the only thing that is allowed to be part of the game. Everything else is already taken. We got the, ring WBC. I mean, someone could definitely come through and step it up, get the big boy Deontay Wilder and Floyd Mayweather WBC and give you yours back. I mean, it's up to them. But yeah, let me see. We got some incoming messages on the bat line. Let me get to some other callers before I get to those messages. We're going to go back out to Chicago. Tone, talk to us. Tony.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What up?
Yeah. Sorry about the delay there. No, I just want to say appreciate the show again. And first things first, I got to say I was really surprised at Zhu Shiming, man. That guy was sitting on his punches, and he looked sharp, man. I mean, I'll definitely be the first to say I'm not a big fan of the guy, but when I saw that fight and I saw him sitting on his punches trying to knock this guy out, I mean, he was really he looked good in there. So I mean,
who's that? Osawa you're speaking of?
Before.
Who's that you're speaking of? The Osawa?
Oh, that first one, man. That first fight, Zhu Shiming.
Oh, I didn't really see. Oh yeah, Shiming. Shiming fought who was his opponent? Yeah. That was a boring fight. I didn't really like that fight.
I didn't mind it too bad. I thought it was a good fight to start off.
Hardcore
fight.
I can't believe they got that dude the title, man.
Yeah, they did. Jessie Magdaleno, man, he definitely came out. He fought aggressive. He fought a good fight the whole way. I think Nonito might have just underestimated this guy, really, man. But Jessie had a good game plan going, and he definitely studied Nonito Donaire, and he was able to put it to work and did his job, man. He did a good fight. I picked him to win, so I was happy about that.
Yo, didn't you pick Vargas?
Did you pick Vargas?
Who's that?
How many rounds did you give Vargas?
Nah, he picked Vargas, Valdez, and Magdaleno. He has a clean record this week.
Yeah, no, I didn't pick Vargas. I picked Pacquiao. Yeah, no, I got my picks right this week. I saw that Valdez fight. Valdez was real sharp. I had no idea who that other guy was. I'd never seen him, never heard of him. So, I mean, I had no idea who his opponent was, but Valdez looked good, man. I'm looking forward to see what he does at the featherweight division. See, there's a lot of guys that can fight. There's a lot of names out there, but the unfortunate thing is most of those names are over with Al Heyman. So we'll see if they'll be able to do some work and get this guy some good fights down the line. You know, you got, I don't know if Maris can still make 126, but you got Leo Santa Cruz or Frampton. I mean, who knows?
Right.
As for the main event,
did you give any Jessie Vargas rounds? Did you give Jessie Vargas more than 2 rounds?
Yeah, I gave him either 3 or 4, but I know I gave him more than 2. Yeah, I gave him 3 or 4 rounds. I thought it was a good fight though. He landed some good shots. I mean, I was surprised that Pacquiao knocked him down so easily. It seemed like a quick flash knockdown, so he didn't seem too hurt or anything. And he came back and he was able to last the whole fight without falling down again. So I mean, he definitely showed me a lot, and I support the guy now. You know, he's definitely a good fighter. Stood in there with a legend. Pac's just on a whole nother level. Just like everyone's always talking about levels in the game, and there's definitely a whole nother level to Manny Pacquiao than Jessie Vargas. But hopefully Pacquiao takes some risks down the line and fight some of those big names, either at welterweight or Terrence Crawford, who's waiting for him at 140.
Cut it. Tone, thank you for calling in. We're gonna continue to go out to these callers. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we want you know what? I got one of those messages, and this is a good sanctioning rule. So, producer, put this in the stone tablets. CBV rules. No title shots offered or given to non-Patreon or non-TBV Appreciation Night attendees. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to. It's too much gold. Like, Casual's just sent. He's gonna be sending Jose $5,000 worth of belts. Fuck out of here. Like, you want to be our friend? Show that you want to be our friend. Get out of here. Like, why would we send you?
I'm heartbroken.
Why would we send you $5,000 worth of belts just cause? Get out of here. At least a Patreon dude, at least a dude that comes out to the party, drinks with us, you know what I'm saying? Eats.
I mean, even sanctioning bodies got sanctioning fees, right?
I mean, exactly. That's just the point. And again, that's $5,000. Now with Jose's, I don't know what's the price tag on Jose's belt, but you know, casuals are the real deal. One was given to us by the WBC, the other one by the red. Like, these are the real deals. But again, Casual said, yo, this is how we create a community. We're going to send these belts out. Hopefully these belts make it to Dubai one day and back, you know? Maybe we should start getting them signed on the back. Casual, maybe you should sign it on the back.
We'll sign it. That's great.
Damn, and Joey didn't do that. Ouch. He will be forever forgotten. Nah, Joey will come to the next event. He came to the first. And he deserves a rematch one day. Over the rainbow skies are blue.
Joey's been disappeared for a while, man.
No, you broke his heart ever since you won the belt.
I hope he's studying, you know, something.
You hope he's doing the Magdaleno?
Dude, he's somewhere training with Apollo Creed, getting the Eye of the Tiger back. He's probably in LA.
Listen, and you got to be hitting the thumbs up. If you're not hitting the thumbs up, you can't get no goddamn title shot. You better get out of here. Santiago 323, talk to us.
Hey guys, what's up? Not much here. I wasn't planning on calling in today, but I decided why the hell not. I enjoyed the card for the most part. Zhu Ximing looked pretty good. Definitely a far cry from when he was first shown on TV. It's good to see him putting a little bit more pop on his punches. I like Oscar Valdez, but I kind of feel like if he doesn't learn how to not always throw a power shot, it'll come back to haunt him. So here's to hoping he learns when to throw a power shot and when not to. Jessie Magdaleno looked good. I honestly cannot understand anybody, including the people on the whole Twitter feed, who had Donaire winning the fight. Honestly, I don't know what the hell they were on. I had Magdaleno winning. I think he looks good. I look forward to seeing him fight again. And Pacquiao looked good. He shows me that he's a guy who still has the power to knock people down, just not the power to knock them out. Sans con, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll see what happens with him, who he fights next. I look forward to seeing Vargas fight again. He gave a good accounting for himself. And if you guys don't have any questions for me, that's my call.
Santiago, my question is, are you coming to the TBV appreciation party? I'm not going to put you on the spot. You think about that. You let it sit in your head as officially 12 days are left. 12 days are left where you could just be right there next to Virgil Hunter, Peter Quillen. You could throw some jabs with Peter Quillen. You could shadow backs next to Peter Quillen and Willie Monroe.
And Rozier, don't forget Rozier, man.
We could get Mario Barrios while we hold you. You know, me and Enrique just hold you. Enrique gets your left arm, I get your right arm. You know what I'm saying? And Mario Barrios just gives you a body shot. I mean, shit is gonna be lit. Head on over to boxingvoice.com. Get your tickets. Don't be a fool. 214 Class and Bound. Talk to us.
Yo, what's up? Fellow patron and absolute biggest fan of the TBV. What's up? It's Class and Bound. How you guys doing?
Class and Bound. I'm loving that, man. How are you, man? You called in yesterday, and you always call in, so I do want to tell you that we acknowledge that. We can't wait to finally meet you at one of these events, man, because you definitely sound like a knowledgeable guy that we would love to kick it with.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, I totally would be down to go to this. Well, I definitely want to go to the appreciation fight and appreciation night and see the fight. But like, you know, work and like, yeah. But okay, let's talk about these fights. So, first of all, Oscar Valdez, he did exactly what I thought he would. The opponent lasted longer than I thought he would. Props for that. But Valdez got the job done. Some people were like, "Oh, is this the Valdez that thinks that he can come in here and beat these guys? He's not going to beat like a Gary Russell Jr. or a Frampton or Santa Cruz." He's like, they're like, he needs to step up. It's like nobody is calling Valdez out. No one's saying, "Hey, I totally want to fight Oscar Valdez next." There's no fighter stepping up saying they want a piece of Valdez because they know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to take an L. I got all my picks right, so no crow for me. Jessie Magdaleno, I figured his youth and his and just his desire to win, and in general, like he just had Donaire is coming off like just a rough fight, and just I don't know, he hasn't been the same. Even like with Rigo and with Walters, and I just didn't feel he had enough in the tank to take on a young upcoming fighter like Magdaleno, so that's why I picked him. Pacquiao. He beat Vargas. I mean, it was exactly what I thought it would be. It's just like Pacquiao's on a whole nother level. And people are, someone was upset saying, "Oh, he's fighting Vargas. Why isn't he fighting people like Spence or Keith Thurman or Garcia?" Well, Thurman and Garcia are busy with unification business. Spence shouldn't even be mentioned because Spence doesn't even own a title. He hasn't even gotten a world title shot yet. Like, I don't know why Spence is being mentioned as a plausible opponent. If anything, Keith Thurman deserves more of a shot than any of these guys do. At least he's been consistently grinding at welterweight and doing what he needs to. And then Terrence Crawford, of course, should get a shot because that's the name out there for us to see exactly where Crawford is. But isn't it fantastic? This should just show you what kind of fighter Manny Pacquiao is. That the fact that a man that is nearing his 40s, he's nearing 40, and we're still talking about him having a shot to beat the very best prime fighters who are in their 20s. This should tell you what kind of a fighter Manny Pacquiao was and what kind of a fighter Floyd was, because we're never going to get fighters like those ever again. They were once.
Excellent call, my friend, but that was your 3 minutes. Thank you for calling in, Class and Bound. And don't worry about it, man. We all got jobs to attend to. One day you'll be able to take that vacation and party hardy with us.
Hey, Ness, I have a question.
Question.
Some of the callers have been bringing up, why they picked Magdaleno, and they mentioned the Walters fight, but the Walters fight for Donaire was in 2014. That was like 2 years ago.
A bigger weight.
It was at a higher weight.
Look at how small Magdaleno looked next to Donaire. And Donaire was walking through his shots. Let's be real. He was walking through all the shots. He just wasn't accurate, and he himself didn't have the power to really, no, he hurt Magdaleno. He just couldn't capitalize because he's old.
Because he's a one-punch fighter, man. Like they're
no good.
He fights one punch at a time, man. He's always looking for one big shot. And it's funny that Magdaleno said that all he had was a left hook, but I saw him land way more right hands than left hooks. And the thing about Pacquiao, a lot of people have been saying that Pacquiao is he's got the power to hurt you or drop you, but not stop you. That doesn't make any sense to me. How can you have the power to hurt someone but not stop them? I just think it's because
he's been dropping guys, but he hasn't been knocking them out.
But look at who he's been fighting. Guys who are notorious tough guys who don't go easy.
You got to give him credit for his power because he continues to drop top names.
Top young names. Like another caller mentioned it, 10 years younger than him. Like Chris Algieri. Algieri, he you could say what you will about him going down, but he doesn't get stopped easy. That's why we gave Spence so much credit. You look at Antonio Margarito, that guy freaking, you get dipped in acid before he starts wilting,
Everyone ages differently because Pacquiao's older than Donaire, and Donaire's timing was off. His reflexes was off yesterday. He was wide and he wasn't accurate, where Pacquiao was the exact opposite of all that.
I still think that I don't think it's an issue with Pacquiao's power. I really do think it's just the competition that he's fighting. Like Brandon Rios, who knocks him out. Timothy Bradley did recently. Again, we give Bradley all the credit in the world for that. It's not an easy thing to do. Miguel Cotto was the last person he stopped. Who has stopped Miguel Cotto since then? Not even Canelo.
These geniuses that are saying that Frampton is better than Jessie Magdaleno. Well, duh. Jessie just stepped up last night, genius. Listen, block caller, you want to talk?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, Suleiman, why you always blocking your number, man?
Yeah, because you guys don't give me my time when I call.
Duh,
I gotta be waiting.
Let me ask you something. Did you wait any faster? Was the time any faster because your number was blocked? It still was the same amount of time, right? All right. Everyone gets to their call. It's just a line. You know what I'm saying? There's a line. Whoever's in front of you gets in front of you.
Okay, so are you letting me talk?
Of course.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he fought a good fight yesterday. Jessie Vargas. He fought a good fight, but I just don't see why a guy like this is a champion, right? And he's fighting an old fighter. He got good payday, right? And that fight was, to me, was a draw. I look at the fight. I mean, the kid they put good. He's sitting in the center of the ring. If it would have been Oscar de la Hoya or any other fighter fighting, he would have got a draw, or he would have got a majority decision over Pacquiao. He only lost one round. To me, in my opinion, he lost the second round when he got dropped a flash knockdown. It was a 10-8 round. Every other round he won. Pacquiao was horrible in that fight. But the problem is that they want to put him with the whole thing is that Al Heyman settled with Bob Arum, so they got to make this fight with a Floyd in order for Al Heyman to have to pay. That was part of the settlement problem. Because why would Floyd come out of retirement and sit there and fight this guy? This guy's a has-been. This guy, I mean, to me, they shouldn't have given him that belt. It should have been a draw or a majority decision. Or you're gonna tell me, you're gonna give him my crew anyway because the guy lost. They tackled him for a fight. They pushed him to his fight and they played him. You know what I'm saying? And then even Adrian Bono was saying that's why guys don't want to fight Pacquiao, because Pacquiao don't pay. Guys don't want to fight Pacquiao because Pacquiao doesn't pay. I mean, they give the kid a little good money, right? But Pacquiao doesn't pay like they say. And Pacquiao would have got hammered. But if the kid would have been more motivated, how many fights they pulled out on Jessie Vargas? Jessie Vargas got a raw deal for money. And then Jelly Bean was talking crap outside. Jelly Bean was hating on him. Everybody's been hating on his poor kid. This kid is a great fighter. He came up in weight. They robbed him in the fight with Jelly Bean, okay? And then he fought this guy, and they robbed him too because the last round he was connecting and everything. He was boxing beautifully. I mean, Pacquiao was the one that didn't want to initiate contact. If you look at the fight now, look at the fight from the beginning to end. Pacquiao is the one that didn't want to initiate contact. They was like, ooh and ah, because he's a stopper. Now, if both fighters was A and B, no stop you, Jessie Vargas would have came out with a majority decision or a draw. That fight was easy, man. That's why that's why I don't like this thing with the promoter. You know what I'm saying? Because cut it.
Yo, Ness, it's interesting that he said that Pacquiao's opponents don't make good purses, because I remember callers have called in and made the opposite point.
Opponents make more money, but Suleiman, I don't know if you heard this, but this is yours. You knew that, right?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah,
yeah so you okay, so you give me a call. Cool, I take the call, it's okay.
Okay, no.
But the whole thing is that you guys don't want to admit that the kid got a raw deal.
Whoa. You said that. You got your 3 minutes. We got to get to other callers, but you know, I'm pretty sure other people are going to talk about your call because you said that he got robbed. I mean, let's see what other people think. Steve from Florida, talk to us.
Yo, is that Vargas's uncle or relative? I mean, it was obvious that he got beat, man. I mean, come on. I even said it the other day. I said the fact of it was a Pacquiao was going to be a win. It was what was the over under 2 rounds. My thought were, I mean, I don't take anything but that was going to be the decision. And I came up with the other 2 guys, Valdez and Maldonado.
All right. So what did you think of their performances?
I mean, it was nothing big. I mean, I only seen little bits of it. I didn't pay for the fight. I just came in, checked a little bit of it, but.
Okay. Well, all right, Steve. Let me get to some other callers then and get their take. But thank you for calling in as always. Steven, you with me?
Yeah.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
Long Beach, JP, you up? JP, going once.
JP, what's
going?
On?
Nah, he's not responding right now.
He got the show playing in the background with the homies. 609 unknown. Who's this?
From Trenton, New Jersey, Silos.
Trenton, New Jersey,
Hello.
Silos. Talk to me, brother.
Is he a new call? Wait, are you a first-time caller?
Good, Papa. Not really. I haven't called in a while. Last time I called, I met up Nessa in Trenton. Yeah. But real quick, I'm just calling just to say, thank you for always covering boxing 24/7 and about these fights this weekend. I think Jessie Magdaleno stole the show. Jessie Magdaleno stole the show. Zoe Shamin, for me, he was all right. You know what I mean? He boxed. He too much with that Olympic style. Oscar Valdez, I felt like he did a good performance, but he kind of had to bite down, and I felt like he forced the knockout. You know what I mean? He forced it, and that ain't always good. You know what I mean? You could get checked like that. And Pacquiao, real quick. When it comes to Pacman, I expected him to do a lot more, man. More like a knockout. I thought he was gonna knock out Jessie Vargas. But now probably since, like I said, it's like my second time calling. First time I called was a while back. That's when Nesto had came to Trenton, New Jersey. And their practice, salute to all of y'all. Y'all always do a good job with the show, man. God bless.
Silos, man. Yo, you at the barbershop or something?
Yo. Yeah, the barbershop. Yeah, I'm the one with the barbershop.
I know. Man, I know exactly who you was. We met at the Trenton fight, and then I think you was in New York too, right?
Yeah, I was at the Santa Cruz and Frampton fight.
That's right. We took a couple of pictures, man. Yo, listen, thank you for calling. This is a Patreon as well, Steven, so keep an eye out for him. Silos, thank you again. We're going to go to Josue from the Lower Oregon. Talk to us.
Hey, yo, what up, Ness? What up, Calderon? I had it wrong. I apologize. I said Cameron, but we were lit up last night, so I deserve crow. So go ahead and serve it. Fuck Manny Pacquiao. And that's all I got, Ness. Thank you.
All right.
He called in last night and said the same thing.
I know. He's still sour. That's what it is.
That's
We're
funny.
gonna go to Majid out in Orlando. Talk to us.
That's it. What up, man? Yeah. I thought that the Pacquiao Vargas fight, it was a good fight, but everybody keeps saying that he ain't knocked Vargas out, but I think that the styles change once people get hit, you know, and I just feel like he did more than enough. That young kid had the advantage in youth. He couldn't land his punch, and Pacquiao did a good-ass job to be 37, you know? And I feel like Magdaleno, he put them hands on Donaire, and Donaire lost it. He got to learn how to throw more punches since those reflexes declining. And the Valdez dude, I felt like, you know, he good, but he loading up with a lot of power, and it's just making me wonder if he get that rematch with Lomachenko, how it's going to play if it go into late rounds and he'll knock Lomachenko out, because I don't think that that's something easy to do. And then using all those power punches, I don't see him lasting too long. Like, you know, I don't see 12 rounds of just straight power punches against somebody like Lomachenko. I just don't see him beating him, you know. So I think he's going to make a name for himself, and he clear out 126. But when it comes to Lomachenko, I don't see him winning the fight. And Zeus Shimmy, I don't believe in him. Fuck him. I don't got shit to say about him. But that's all I got.
Majid, thank you for calling in. Who was he talking about facing Lomachenko? Jessie Magdaleno? Oh, okay, Steven.
I'm sorry. I was producing. There's more numbers. What do you want from me, Ness? I get hit with more numbers than Pretty Girl on Friday night. What do you want from me?
Damn, look at my producer sounding like a rapper. Listen, let me go out to these phone lines. We got Angel Marquez on the check-in. Angel, what's going on, brother? Angel. Yo, Angel on Skype. Ángel Marquez. Okay.
Hello.
Hey,
You
¿qué
hear me?
pasa? Sí, te escuchamos.
¿Qué pasa? Sorry, man, I was on mute. Fuck.
That's all right. Mute's the right decision.
Yeah, no, man. Just wanted to talk about the guy that called, like, 2 guys ago, that said that Vargas won every round. Man, that guy must be getting paid by Vargas, right? To call in the show. Then the other thing, what were the questions that you were asking? Just reaction?
Mayweather being at the fight, was this a dominant performance by Pacquiao? Pacquiao saying that he would fight Amir Khan. Kell Brook calling out Manny Pacquiao for unification at 147.
Crawford at 140 possibly.
Your thoughts on Magdaleno and Oscar Valdez? Nah, just a little bit of boxing.
Just a little bit of everything. So yeah, just about Manny Pacquiao, the fact that he dropped Bradley for the first time this year, and now Vargas for his first time also this year, that tells me that he still got power. Obviously, he's still really fast, and that just makes it even more attractive for him to fight Terence Crawford, right, at 140, because I truly believe that he can knock Terence Crawford out for sure. And obviously vice versa, right? Because Crawford can punch as well. So to me, that would be the best fight that they could make next for Manny Pacquiao. As far as Magdaleno, I didn't know anything about him. I thought Donaire was gonna win just because that's the name I've heard before. But I was surprised, pleasantly surprised to see just a new face, new guy coming out to throw in the mix with Santa Cruz and Frampton, which is going to be really exciting, for that division. Then Floyd being there, man, I think I said it before, I'm a big Floyd fan, I just love the guy. He shows up with a Gucci trench coat, just enjoying himself. But I wish that he comes back, I hope that when he comes back, because I believe he's going to come back next year, you guys need to do a TV appreciation night for his fight night. And I'm going to come all the way from Singapore. All right?
Wow. Well, I mean, if it's Floyd and Manny, we'll definitely do it. But if Floyd comes back to fight another Berto, we can't have any of that.
No, I don't think he's gonna come back for Verde. Yeah, he knows it. You know, he knows more better than we do. He knows that he has to fight somebody good. But yeah, man, that was about it. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man. All the way from Singapore, Angel, man. Thank you so much. I can't believe you found us, man. We truly appreciate it. Make sure you drop that 5-star review all the way from Singapore, because each iTunes store is different in every country. So never think that your review doesn't count. It counts more than you think, okay?
Remember,
Hey, you know,
rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
you know what else counts more than people think? The producer. Mr. Producer does, because I counted 19 people who needed to call in and eat crow, and there's still 11 more to go. So where you guys at? Why aren't they coming out the woodwork now? Danny's gonna fight. They're all gonna come out on Thursday making new picks, but they don't think I'm gonna remember about the crow. I'll be here.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
There will be no more hiding. There will be no more fluffed up resumes, people talking about how they pie kings and this and you pick them wrong. No, all picks will be recorded. So, you know, just a quick applause to all our Patreon family that continue to receive this heavy dosage of content. We are doing retrospective series on past fights of both Julian Williams and Jermell Charlo, of both Lomachenko and Nicholas Walters, and of both Danny and Thurman. But those episodes can only be found on Patreon. So definitely head on over there and receive some of that goodness. We're going to try on Skype one more time. Kevin Ochoa. Kevin Ochoa. No? That's how Steven Martinez says it, right? Isn't that his name, the announcer? Steven Martinez, Spanish guy. Kevin Ochoa.
Ochoa.
Let me see who we got. We got 425. You're alive, calling in on TBV. Where you calling from? Are you first time caller?
Yeah, first time caller.
All right. How long you been listening?
About 6 months.
Oh, sweet. So you definitely know the tradition. I'm going to play this intro. You're going to come out like, let's see, Manny Pacquiao going up for a WBO title versus Jessie Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Smoking Dre Franklin from Tacoma, Washington.
Nice. Smoking Jay Franklin. I like the name, brother. So talk to us, man. What's on your mind?
Let's see. Let's start with Pacquiao Vargas. I thought Pacquiao won at least 11 of those rounds. Let's see. Vargas, everyone's saying that he did a good job. I think he did okay, but not a good job. I think he hung in there. That's about it. The knockdown kind of, I fired him up a bit just to be a little more tougher, but that's all I really saw from him was being tough. I saw people saying that Pacquiao, that he's diminishing a bit, and I saw him, his footwork has always been good, but I saw shades of Lomachenko footwork in there by the way he was moving his hips. And as far as Mayweather being there, I think he was just there. He might be doing something up the sleeve, but I think he was just there with his daughter watching a fight. Jessie Magdaleno, he did a really good job. I'd never heard of him before, and I'd always been a fan of Donaire. Sorry, first time calling, I'm a little nervous, but Donaire, I thought he had won that fight, but it was really close. I thought Jessie had won 1, 3, 6, and 7, and then actually I can't remember. I remember giving him 5 rounds, so that was a really close fight. But he really impressed me. I thought Donaire was going to knock him out because I hadn't known him, and then I saw he was only 5'4", so I thought that was a done deal. But he was very impressive. I don't know too much about Oscar Valdez, but he got the job done. Who else? Another thing. I I like Stephen A. Smith, but I never wanted to hear him say anything about boxing again. He really upset me with how he was calling fights and saying that Vargas was winning, and that Magdaleno was winning rounds, and when I clearly lost him when he was getting rocked by Donaire over with straight right hands over and over. He was giving those rounds to Magdaleno, and that's just, you can't do that. And and then bothering Mayweather, and he thought he was cool with Mayweather, and I thought Mayweather sounded like he was being annoyed by him. So I just don't want to see him ever again in the panel or even on other sports broadcasts talking about boxing. It like I remember listening to the immediate reaction show. Someone said that I forgot what they had said, but they were just very disappointed. And they said that it made it bad for them. Watching the broadcast, it made it bad for them, and I felt the exact same way. It just made it bad for me to listen to him and having to watch the fight. I'm pretty sure he turned minds and in people's heads, and it just wasn't the way he was looking at it, how it actually happened. That's my call. I don't know how much time I have left, but first time caller, and I'll be calling in some other times. Thank you. Love the show.
Smoking Jay Franklin, I want to tell you, as a first-time caller, that was one of the best. I know you thought you were nervous, but you made such great points. You were honest that you didn't know Magdaleno and you didn't even know Valdez, and that was good. But what was better, what you get extra points for, what you get credit here, you get a little star by your name, is that you scored the fight. Even though you were nervous and you can't remember all the rounds, you at least wrote it down and scored it, and that means that you are now part of the TBV family. Thank you for calling in, first-time caller.
Also, that name was amazing.
Yeah, also
I love
the
that.
name, right? Perfect
That's so
way to
crazy.
introduce it.
I should have went with Smoking Steve instead of Sugar Steve. I don't know what the flip I was thinking.
But I get it now. I get where you got the sugar from, and it serves both ways for you. You could be a lover and a fighter with the Sugar Steve. But having the Sugar Steve on this show, guys are automatic. Oh, Sugar, he's sweet. Because you ain't showing your skills like Sugar Shane.
It's because of the testosterone. People want it. It's always a pissing contest with guys. We'll see. Come see me at the fan appreciation night. You'll see.
Right.
See if you think I'm so sweet.
Right. Cut West talking all that sparring. Yo, Steven actually sparred, but they want MD, not you. They're looking for MD. They want to put hands on MD, poor thing. 619, first time caller.
First time caller.
That's beautiful, man. How long have you been listening to the show?
I've been listening since a little bit after Beeb and the other guys left.
Sweet. So you've been around for some time. Well, we're going to give you this intro. You're going to introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen,
making
his professional debut.
5'7" from San Diego, California, Southpaw. My name is Vernon Rice.
Vernon, man, so talk to us, man. How did you see this fight last night? Was Jessie Magdaleno and Donaire as close as some of these callers are saying? Did Pacquiao dominate as well as the media is saying? What was your thoughts?
Well, first I'll start off with Magdaleno. Magdaleno looked good to me. I think that Donaire was looking a little bit like he looked against Walters, like he was just trying to look for that one shot. And it was just played out after a few rounds, and it kind of looked like he didn't really have an adjustment. So that's pretty much how I looked at that fight. And Manny looked pretty well. Manny looked pretty good. His feet looked real good. His power was, in and out. But I feel like that was a pretty good scoring. And one more thing. I need people to lay off Stephen A. The guy's an amateur. He looked amateurish. I expected it. But I like the fact that the guy's a mainstream sports guy and he's talking boxing. Brings it out there.
I respect that. I like what he does, man, because he ruffles the feathers and he asks those questions. Like, look, Earl Spence got a mention on that telecast last night.
Yo, what about Bradley? Nobody called and said anything about Bradley.
Of course, they ain't saying nothing about Bradley because everybody know if anybody looking done, it's Bradley. Bradley needs a soft fight. He needs that Cotto fight, like something big. So if you lose, it ain't no big deal. But he go in there with a Thurman. He gonna have to show us all over again that he's a real lion. And I don't know if he want that type of fight right now. And he don't want that type of fight with Porter right now either. Porter means too much pressure right now at that age. Like you want a Kyle Marquez type of fight, 2 counter punches, thinking, playing chess.
Yeah, that's what he needs. I like Bradley a lot, but Bradley's kind of looking a bit shop worn. just a bit.
Yo, was it me or was he chubby? And speaking of chubby, am I the only one? I wanted to fucking do a side-by-side with Sloth and fucking Nonito Donaire after Jessie Magdaleno. Somebody needs to go tell whoever picked.
That's cruel.
Whoever thought Donaire won cut. What was it? Scorsese. He need to go look at a picture of Donaire after that fight and a picture with Sloth side by side. Dude, me and my boy was over here.
That's cold.
I went on.
That's cold.
Even did it. No, it's no joke. It's no joke.
He's never been really lean. He's always been a little lanky. Some guys have really.
No. I'm not talking body, man. I'm talking the face. After Jessie Magdaleno dropped all those right hands and left hooks, go check his face and then do a side by side. He turned them into Sloth. I promise you, I'm not making this shit up, man. His right ear was lifted and everything from the swelling, man. He looked exactly like Sloth. Then because he had that little Elvis Presley front thing. So
now you calling the girl.
No, he got punched a few times. That little Elvis Presley front toupee was all over the place. It was hilarious, man. Oh, man.
Yo, Vernon, who do you want to see Manny fight next? We got Crawford, Khan, or Brooke.
Honestly, just for my own personal satisfaction, I want to see him get rid of Amir Khan, man. I'm tired of that guy hanging around with his glass chin and his amateur punches.
Yo, I can't believe people still want to see this dude in big fights. I'm going to shoot myself. Kill me.
We got to get him out of here, man. We just got to get him out of here. Or he got to fight Brooke, or he got to do something. We got to get him out of here.
But what do you mean get him out of here? How the fuck did he come back to life from after the knockout to Canelo? He's still dead. He's part of the ring apron in that fight. They can't get him off. He's like a fossil in the ring right now.
They had to peel him off of there.
Like a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
Damn, no, let me stop. Yo, at least he woke up. We can laugh now that he woke up. Fuck it, man. It's a show. It's entertainment, Con.
I think he knew he still had action after fighting the middleweight. You know what I mean? So I think that's why he's still around.
Yeah, but off a hand injury, realistically speaking, coming off a hand injury to face Manny Pacquiao, that's not even fair. You know what I'm saying? Like Manny, that should be a cherry pick. Like, he's gotta let Khan get a decent fight at 147, and then, you know what I'm saying? Yo, whatever happened to Devin Alexander? We're gonna have to get a milk carton for that boy, for real.
Dude, he still posts. He's active on his social media.
Out or nothing. What happened to him?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm not pretty sure. I'm obviously what do you call these things? I'm a conspiracy theorist, right? So I'm pretty sure something, obviously, hypothetically speaking, going off of nothing at all. But I feel like something is up with him and Heyman, because even his brother came out of jail and signed to main events. Now that made no sense. It's like, if you sign to Heyman and everything is sweet, why would the other brother go across the street? Damn, I'm always rhyming by mistake.
Right.
Listen, I gotta let you go, Vernon. You've been great. Thank you for calling in. First time caller. We appreciate it. We need you to continue to call back. And 619, that's San Diego. Man, you coming to the TBV Appreciation Party. You've been listening for years. You've seen the video of the first one. Now you see the lineup for the second. What's going on? We're going to look for you.
I'm going to try to come up in there, man, because that's not that far from me.
Let me see if I can find my.
Hey, how far is that drive? Me and Casual were talking about that, because I'm going to do the drive from Los Angeles. It'll be about 3 to 4 hours.
Well, from San Diego, it's like 6, maybe.
Oh, that's doable, man. Do that in my sleep.
Yeah, it's not bad.
For everyone who's in driving distance and doesn't come,
I will find him.
And I'm gonna jump on Patreon in a few days too.
That's for the music to our ears, because Patreon makes guys like Stephen B here. And look, now we know who's Vernon Rice.
Yeah. You came in. You started listening at the right time, because you started listening at the time when we got producer. See, now I'm gonna write your name down. We're gonna remember it's you every time.
Every time. Listen, I will find him. We need you guys to come out, man. I mean, listen, it's like the remember Laura, right? Laura came on that little speedboat, and he had a dream.
American dream, baby. You know what this is.
You know, so we gotta make sure this event is the so that we could get Manny Pacquiao next year. We gotta get to one of our alumni. And look, hopefully, Milkman, I'm putting the pressure on you. Are you coming to the show? Because you know what? He could get best intro for a caller. Hands down. This is one of my favorites. I've always said it. So, you know, it wouldn't be a problem for me to give him an award for that.
I told y'all a long time ago that Kirkland will go down 3 rounds.
Right hand. Down goes Kirkland. Strap me up. Who's next? I got milk, baby.
Yo, what up, baby? Ness, I'm gonna tell you, man, I want you to accept the award on my behalf. I won't be able to make it, but I would love to. I'm in school right now, so it's gonna be hard for me to come out from the East Coast. I'm out here in Atlanta.
It's all good, man. Maybe next time. One day we're gonna get a fighter in the A. Maybe they're gonna put a fight in the A with Wilder one day. We're gonna be able to go out there.
Yeah, for sure. The last fight I saw in Atlanta, man, y'all are gonna laugh. I think it was Layla Ali. She fought I don't know how long ago it was, but Andre Darrell was on the damn undercard way back in the day. So the A needs some damn fight love, man. But as far as the Pac and Vargas fight, a couple of things. One, as far as the promotion itself, it was pretty good. I'm not a big fan of Stephen A. Smith's commentary, so maybe they could find somebody else to do it next time. As far as the fight, Pac looked good. The thing with Pac, man, ever since he got knocked out by Marquez, he's been real timid and careful, which I think is smart. But it's something about it that killer instinct. I don't know if he still has it like he had it before he got knocked out. But with that being said, I still think he's probably one of the top guys at welterweight, top 3. Only people I would say maybe who could beat him would be Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. So, maybe he can hang around and see if they can make one of those fights happen. But other than that, I think he beats Crawford, especially if they do it at 140 or maybe a catch weight that's a little lower than 147. But all in all, I was pleased with his performance.
Well, all right, Milkman, thank you for calling in. I want to thank everyone that called in. Give yourself a round of applause. Take a second one for everyone that called into yesterday's immediate reaction show, putting that show around 300,000 hits already. That is
and last night was, dude, the show was crazy. So many.
You know what's funny to me is that the Canelo Alvarez one was at 500,000 and Pac is only getting to 3,000. So again, names mean something. You see, Khan is a stronger B-side than Vargas is,
Well, yeah, I'm really interested to see these pay-per-view numbers because, maybe the hardcore show up to watch that Magdaleno Donaire fight, which did, in my opinion, it didn't steal the show, but it was closer than the main event in a lot of ways, and it was more interesting because, it wasn't as predictable. I would say.
Yeah, man. Got to give Magdaleno credit. He did a great job. Credit to Oscar Valdez for trying to finish in knockout fashion. Shout out to WBC because they care. They're supporting our event and will be on hand during the event as well. They are giving us 2 authentic WBC belts to auction off to you guys. So there you have it. You guys will be able to have 2 authentic belts, right? But yeah.
I'm excited. I'm leaving 1 week from today to start that long road to Vegas. 1 week. Can't wait, man.
What a journey. What a journey. We're going to have to see what we do without the producer. Could you imagine? Oh, my God. Life is going to suck those days that he's not around.
Hey, do you think that the weigh-in's open to the public, right? Everyone's going to go there before they head over to our TBV appreciation night? We should try to meet everybody and roll deep to the weigh-in.
Oh, definitely, man. Everybody's got my number or some way of connecting with me, and we could definitely meet up.
Hey, Ness.
Yes, sir.
Someone tried to slip in right now.
Is that Victor the truck driver?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the number.
Victor, I'm sorry. I don't know who it is. We are out of here. It's time to go.
The music.
I got the food and the music's playing. We want everybody to hit that thumbs up button in the future, present, and past. If you appreciate what we do, the thumbs up is always welcome. If you can't get enough of what we do, Patreon is always there for extra content. We will be doing something tomorrow for our Patreon listeners. I think it's time for that Jermel Charlo one, because we got one on Lomachenko, we got one on Danny. We got to get that one and keep going from there. That being said, I'm your host, Ness GTO. Find me on Twitter at NessGTO, and you can catch my co-producer, The Backbone.
Yo, I'm Steven Calderon. You can find me on Twitter at Calderon92, and you can find me on Instagram at sugar_steve.c. Considering changing it to smoking. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Nah, because it's sugar like Shane O'Robinson. That's all. We just got to make sure people know, right? I mean, that's all. So, yeah. See you guys later. Bye.